y'all, this is Voluptuously Skinny, and I am here with my post-op week 29 update. And I might as well add my breast reduction post-op week 2 update. So my high weight was 369.9 in June of 2015. My surgery weight was 329.6 on September 16th of 2015, and my current weight is 234 pounds. Yeah, so from last week to this week, that means a loss of 7.8 pounds. And I'll kind of get to my theory on that. And yeah, so since surgery, that's 95.6 pounds gone, a total of 135.9 pounds gone, and a total of 13 more pounds to my mini goal. So as far as average protein and average calories for the week, average protein went up from last week. Last week it was 46. This week, this past week, it's been 60, and my calories last week was 557, and this week it was 736. So I did get in a few more calories and more protein, trying to make sure that I get in that protein to help with my healing process. As far as any takeouts or new foods, y'all, by now, the only new foods that I get are things that just I haven't tried before in a certain combination. Like the only new food that I had was this apple, what was it called? An apple chicken salad with Vidalia onion dressing. Oh, it was so good. I got it from the Walmart deli and from the kind of the self-service area. And it was so yummy. And I actually ate that in, it took me, it was 3 meals, about 3 meals. And takeout, the other day, I was just so hungry. I was like, and it wasn't even that I was so hungry. I just needed something other than yogurt, ham and cheese, crackers. I needed something more than that. So I actually went and got a Burger King kids meal, cheeseburger, and I ate the cheeseburger patty, the 3 pickles, and I had 4 fries, and it set on my stomach like a log, which prevented me from eating much else that day. So it was actually good, but it just, yeah, it was heavy. The other thing, I took my sons to Popeyes, and we ordered the $5 box. Y'all know what that is. They're advertising it everywhere. And I ordered some red beans and rice. I was so disappointed, y'all. Those beans, it was like bean juice. There was literally 1 bean, because I wanted the beans more than the rice, but I needed some of the carbs too. So yeah, needless to say, that wasn't a good idea. The other thing that's been weird, so at one point this week, I went to Little Caesars. Yeah, we've been going out a lot. That's surgery. And, well, actually, we haven't been going out a lot. My oldest son has been cooking quite a bit. And, but I did go get them some Little Caesars pizza. And so I had the top of a pepperoni and a top of a sausage piece. And I'm telling you, it's making my stomach feel sick right now, just thinking about it. But now, like when I see Little Caesars, or and I don't know, because there was nothing wrong with the pizza, but I can't stand the smell of a pizza. I don't want to look at a pizza. I can't, it makes me sick to my stomach. Isn't that weird? I don't know what the deal is. The other day, my oldest he made the grocery list, and one of my friends took him grocery shopping, and every Monday typically they have like some kind of little pizza that they put in the oven. So he had put this pizza in the oven. It was Tuesday evening, and I didn't know. I had my door closed because the praise and worship team was kind of having a meeting, and I was there over the phone, and they were praying, and I could smell this, whatever he was cooking. I didn't know what it was. But all I could think of was, it kind of smells like that pizza. And I mean, it was making me sick to my stomach. And sure enough, that's what it was that pizza. So that is the weird thing right now. Just that smell, I cannot tolerate it. And there's other smells too, like some sweet smells. that I'm just not tolerating well. And I don't know, it's from this past surgery, I'm assuming. Um, Challenges. So, one of the reasons that I have lost so much weight this week, pull this down a little bit. One of the reasons I've lost so much weight this week, my theory is because it's been a total of almost 14 pounds over the last 2 weeks, is because my body has been fighting off an infection. So I got an infection. I'm allergic to all kinds of antibiotics, and some of the stronger ones they use, such as Keflex and Bactrim, clindamycin. Those are ones that cause me to swell, to itch inside of my body. My skin peels. I'm just allergic to them. And so they find it hard every time I have a surgery to find an antibiotic that will work for me to help keep infection away. So needless to say, I did get an infection. I had a visit to the ER at one point, call out to my doctor, and they're culturing right now the infection or the drainage, because I've got a lot of drainage. They're culturing that right now to see what antibiotic is that it's resistant to, so that they can treat me better, because I'll finish another round of antibiotics today, and they may end up putting me on yet another one. Oh, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm so glad I'm doing this video right now, because y'all, it really took me 2 days, because it's Friday. I should have been doing this Wednesday. It really took me 2 days to even get myself together to do the video, because I have been so just kind of frustrated and a little disappointed that I'm having to deal with this. But just talking to you guys is starting to make me feel better already, if that makes any sense. Kind of getting it off my chest, so to speak. Yeah, but this past Tuesday when I went to the doctor's office, I was just spilling my guts to her, and I was, sharing with her how it wasn't so much that I wasn't pleased with the results, but I was having to deal with so much that I couldn't even celebrate the good stuff, really. I couldn't even celebrate having the procedure done. It was just like, I don't know what's going on inside of me. I got people taking cultures. I'm having to go to the ER. I got this drainage, and it's just so frustrating, and every day I'm praying over my body and believing God to just dry all of this up, just dry it up miraculously. I know that He can do it, beyond any other man-made substance. So I'm believing in that, and I'm just, want you guys to pray with me. And I hope I don't get emotional. But it has been really frustrating. And you kind of think, of course the regrets start to come, and it was like that with my sleeve too, because right after my sleeve, I started having a few regrets, like, what have I done? I can't eat. I can't, which is normal. So I'm going through the normal stages of, whatever you make a change like that to your body or to your life. So, anyway, just have been dealing with low appetite, the rapid weight loss, which the rapid weight loss is like, okay, slow down. But I think my body is just working so hard to get rid of this infection that weight is just falling off literally like a pound a day. Just been tired, and the pain, I thank God that the pain is not excessive. By the end of the day, I am sore, and occasionally I'll have to take a painkiller, like a half of a painkiller when I lay down, to kind of rest my body and get my body to kind of calm down, because it starts to tense up because it's so painful. But for the most part, during the day, I'm just chilling. I'm laying down. I'm resting. I'm watching Maury Povich and whose baby daddy is who and who's cheating on who, which is just crazy. um, and some other fun shows, Wendy and Fab Life. Those are some fun shows. So it's been very different. It's been very different than I expected. My nipples have lost pigmentation. Um, and what happens is, I didn't understand exactly what they meant by losing pigmentation. But what happens is, when I put my bandages over my nipples and you take them off, as you take them off, sometimes the darker pigmented skin from where they grafted it, the darker pigmented skin comes off. It sloughs off with the bandage. And so, y'all, I'm sorry. um, but it sloughs off with that bandage. And so that color doesn't necessarily return. So my nipples are pretty, the nipple actually is darker, but the areola is what is lighter. And I don't plan on having anything done about it. At least that's the way I feel at this point. At this point, I feel like I'm done with any surgery. Like, I need to get my arms done. I don't know if you can see, my arms are, and I'd like to get my arms done, but I was telling my sister the other day, I was like, I'm done with surgery. And she was like, well, you'll be okay. She said, right now, you're just dealing with all of this. But once you heal and, in another year, you guys can research some more, find out the antibiotic, and you'll be ready to go. And so I just said, I'll just have to see how I feel when I get to that point. Because right now, I am like so done with everything. I've been off work for 2 weeks, and the doctor plans on having me off work for about 4 more weeks. And I'm thankful for that, because I need that time to rest and recuperate. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just been a trying time for me. This past week has been the hardest for me. And I am praying that I'm just kind of, like getting that top of that hill and getting ready to go over it, so I can start enjoying the results. As far as relief is concerned, my shoulders are still achy, but I can feel relief already in like my neck and my upper back area. As far as the strain from my breast and the bra straps and all of that, they have me wearing a sports bra every day. Today, I actually don't have one on, because I'm just trying to let my body just kind of air out a little bit and dry, and because it always seems like I've got padding on and ointments, and it seems like it keeps it moist. And that to me seems like a reason why they are not healing well, or that the pigment sloughed off so readily. And so I'm kind of just doing what makes sense today. I do have a home health nurse that comes to see me twice a week, and she'll continue as long as the doctors and we're dealing with this infection. I've run a low-grade fever for, well, every day, just about every single day since I got out of the hospital. The day I got out of the hospital, I think my fever may have been like 99, but they really don't really trip on it unless it's like 101 for adults or more. And so it's been like 99, 100.9, that, like that. And so I've just taken, the nurse yesterday, she was like, you need to take some Tylenol, girl. So I've been trying to remember to take my Tylenol, and just trying to remember to take my temperature, period. Because yesterday she came in, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I said, I'm cold, because I had on my jacket and I had on a blanket, and then I had the heater on too. And she was like, do you have a fever? And I was like, I don't think so. I said, I checked my fever a couple times in the last few days, and So she checked my temperature, and of course it was 100.9. And she was like, take some Tylenol. She said, that's why you've got chills. So I am trying to remember to do that. And I'm monitoring my temperature, monitoring the drainage so that they can kind of check and see. And I'm, you know, my surgeon was so great in the fact that she set up all of these things in advance, because the home health nurse was set up in advance. The weekly visits were set up in advance. There were things that were set up in advance that just from this doctor's experience that she knew she needed to do. So I'm so thankful for that. You know, it could have been that I went somewhere else, and, you know, like, I have friends who have had surgery who have gone back to work after 2 to 4 weeks, and, you know, who I think, whose doctors, and they didn't necessarily need to be, but I'm just thankful that my surgeon took took the measures that she decided to take for me. And I'm not any different than any of her other patients. The antibiotics, that was one that they were concerned about. And so that was one that, you know, it's just been taken care of so quickly before that I didn't realize that it would go on this long. It's been 2 weeks since my surgery, which is still so early, and it was such a major surgery. I can remember once when I had my appendix out, and I ended up staying in the hospital for over a week because of the fever and infection and that type of stuff. So my body is, that's just the way my body reacts to these type of surgeries, especially, they said, with this one being it's an open surgery. It's an open surgery. So there's so many more opportunities and chances for things to happen. And so that's why I'm a little nervous about my arms, and it's too early to even start thinking about that. So I will talk about that on another time. So anyway, y'all, I miss y'all. I love y'all. I'm doing great in spite of. God is keeping me. He's keeping my household. My kids are taken care of. You know, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They've been up and ready for school every day. I haven't had to fuss, but maybe a couple of days. They've been right on it. My youngest son, he walks to the school bus every single day, y'all. And most days he walks home from the bus. And that is not an easy feat. That is it is an easy feat, but still, that's like 2 miles every morning, because the bus stop here in Oklahoma, they mandated, like, middle school and high school students, that their bus stops could be up to 2 miles from their home. And so my son's bus stop is like 1.75, 1.85 miles from our home. So he gets up and he walks that every day. So that means he has to leave home like at 6:50 to make sure that he gets there. The bus comes between 7:40 and 7:50. And so he's been doing it. My oldest has been calling. He rides the Lyft for medical purposes, and he's been on top of it, you know, making sure that he's up, making sure that he's getting his brother up. And God just could not have granted me anything better, you know. So when I look at the whole scheme of things, there's not much that I can be upset for, you know, and there's not much that I can, you know, cry. There's not many reasons that I can really just harp on and focus on, other than the goodness of what God is doing. I mean, that's where I have to be, and that's where I have to look to. You know, my human side, my flesh gets me. But it's okay. It's okay, because I know how to turn it back around. I know how to turn it back around. You know, I know how to ask for prayers. I'm careful who I've shared the information with. This is the first time that I'm actually sharing it publicly. I only shared it initially with my family members, and then a couple of church members. And so anyway, y'all, I'm soliciting all your prayers and just asking for y'all to send those vibes, those healing vibes, to dry up this drainage, to heal this infection completely. And for me to be able to continue to reap the harvest that God has placed in front of me. And that's pretty much it. I have seen comments that have popped up where people's surgery dates have been approved and have been set, where people have had their surgeries. I'm so excited for y'all. I, as always, continuing to pray for your journey to be, smooth, for any humps and bumps that they level out quickly and swiftly. So I'm just so thankful for you guys, and I'm just so thankful to have the platform to be able to, put it out there, and to be able to put my feelings out there, and to be able to just like I said, get it off my chest, and know that, when people are watching, that they are watching for the good of, and not for, to be hateful or to be hurtful. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off of here, because I'm going to go watch the Wendy Williams show or Fab Life. I don't know what's on, but I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to go relax and just enjoy the rest of my day. So I love y'all. Y'all keep praying for me. I'm going to keep praying for y'all. Peace out, baby. Mwah. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes.